sheriff, etc. Before 2000, I was strictly Republican, but just if anybody, I can't remember who asked, but I saw the pop up, and Matt Sergeant, hell, I got ducks, and they filed all kinds of post complaints and called my chief with complaints. None of them stuck. Yeah, when people bullshit complaints, that they don't stick. You don't get as far in military law enforcement and civilian law enforcement as Matt Sergeant retired with being some kind of Kfarr Private Wrangler or generally specific.
They wouldn't last long, those guys, if they did get employed with the attitudes that they carry today. And I think that falls back to what I was crediting Ariel to have said just before I come on. The people that we're talking about, you specifically named 3. Who wants them to work for them? Like I'm a boss. I've had several employees throughout my 23 years, and if I had anyone that acted like any of the 3 of them, I'd fire them. I'd find a reason to fire them.
Hey, Chris, you mentioned earlier where Kfarr was working and that you talked to his superiors. Do you have any phone calls or recordings or anything like that?
I did record it, but I don't want to. I'm kind of like, I kind of still have some hope for these people to have a little decency and humanity to get back on the horse and go to work again.
Oh, so, yeah, you can be completely naive and believe that. But I mean, I was naive and believed that for a while. Let's just put a couple things on the table here with Kfarr. He's number one. He's the guy that expected my minor children to come over to his house without ever meeting their dad. That's how inappropriate, and that's how how much of a lack of boundaries that this kid has. And there's something very wrong with him. And I've tried to figure it out, make sure I'm just not projecting that onto myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah. But everything I'm saying is the truth as far as he wanted my minor children to come over to his house. He invited them to come over to his house without ever meeting me, their dad. So that'll tell you what you need to know. He also gave me, because I did question him about where he worked. For some reason, he is very protective. He does not want anybody finding out where he worked. So that leads me to believe that it was a disciplinary issue. I have no proof of this, keep in mind. But he also, I asked him about it. His response was very curious. He said that it was because the chief where he worked didn't have anybody's back. That was a very curious response. All I know is he has gone to every length possible. He even reached out to other YouTubers to make sure that folks did not find out where he worked. So if you have any proof of this, I would love to see it.
Yeah, hit me up behind the scenes. I'll share with you what I got on old Kevin. I look, guys, I researched him because of the unwarranted attacks that he helped Kaiser do on Tiffany's
Well, they're very
children.
dangerous. They're very dangerous folks. The lies they tell are very dangerous. They can actually have very real consequences. So for me, this isn't just me trying to bash another YouTuber. This isn't me coming up here trying to focus on somebody other than myself. I do know myself, and knowing myself, I know these guys, I know the stuff that they're up to. You know what I'm saying? I used to pull shit like them. I was a lot like them when in my younger years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to bash on them, but I am trying to warn the YouTube community about getting too involved with these guys, because as you can see, Kaiser, same thing. Kaiser has no respect for boundaries. He'll call CPS on a stranger he doesn't even know. He'll brag about it on the internet. He'll get that JJ Scarborough guy. He'll get him involved in ethics complaints, right? Like these guys are bad people.
They promote their audience to attack people's children. Tiffany published a video on official misconduct. You can see a video where she caught a panel right after they were told, the group in the panel were told to do this. And they did a whole hour-and-a-half long live stream talking about how people can lie and call on people's children that they don't like.
Yeah, I mean, well, number one, it's completely inappropriate. I also wanted, on a different note, I did want to let you know I am restreaming this to my audience. You might get a little bit more engagement, especially with the title that I put in there. You might get some folks coming over.
Yeah. I never have a problem with people restreaming from my panel. But by the way, I want to get a plug in there. All panelists on my channel are independent. Being on this panel does not mean they are friend or foe. It means they have something to say. What Muxter, Ariel, Killentime, and I are trying to do is give everyone a chance to talk. And I reminded myself of that when I realized broken system, broken trust. There are 2 or 3 people running around with that name, and I honestly don't know which one you are. You do authenticate as broken system, broken trust. So I believe, but
Just go to my channel. I doubt there's anybody else that has a channel that will
yeah,
come back
well,
like my channel.
yeah. But I do know the 2 or 3 versions of you. One of you out there is controversial. So if anyone's like, oh no, he's on Bill Sarge Finkel's channel, I give everyone a chance. The only exception is whether you're a friend or foe. If I know a known foe of yours comes up in the backstage, I don't let you up while your enemy is up there. And I don't know if BSBT and For Public Safety are friends or foe of each other. But
Well,
let's say,
Finkel, for me, it's not about friend or foe. For me, it's about the truth. If anybody's willing to talk about the truth and
oh,
be prepared to ask some questions and get to some
yeah.
logical, bring up some logical questions.
Oh yeah.
I'll be a friend of anybody that's on the side of logic, truth,
Well, yeah.
morals, that
I
type of
guess
thing.
my over-explained point is whether you're on my panel does not mean you're a friend or a foe. But let's say, for example, generally specific, if he was on the panel first and For Public Safety popped up in the basement, what we're trying to do is not let For Public Safety up. We actually like For Public Safety. We don't like generally specific, but we're trying to keep belligerents apart from each other on our channel, unless they coordinate some sort of debate like we saw on Raging Tomato last night. That was a great debate. Two belligerent parties coordinated with Raging
That
Tomato.
was a pathetic excuse of a debate. Let's just be honest. It was pathetic from beginning to end. Base Oracle had no business asking somebody, a skilled debater, to debate with him unless he had any clue of what he was doing, which he did not. He went up there just like so many other YouTubers, spouting a bunch of claims that were false. He got called out on them and he looked like an idiot. Let's just put the
Yeah.
facts on the table, not be politically correct about it. Just call it for what it is because everybody saw it.
I wasn't speaking to whether I'm pro, was it Base Oracle or pro, who's the other guy, Larry Wilson,
Who,
something Wilson,
Andrew? Yeah,
Andrew Wilson.
Andrew. I mean,
Yeah.
well, they both do the same thing though, which is kind of pathetic in itself. Is they manufacture this YouTube drama, right? It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
real life shit. It's just it's just metaverse drama, right? And to me, it looks catty and like a bunch of bitches.
Well,
So for me, it's a little pathetic. But
I
yeah,
agree.
who am I to judge? Who am I to judge?
I'm
my,
right
my,
there with you. I'm
my,
right there with you, Broken
my
System.
shout out and compliments to the show was to the host. Uh, the 2 belligerents had coordinated with that host to run a moderated debate or argument or whatever you want to call it. And I thought she did great. If we ever again have 2 known belligerents on, it'll be something like that. Probably not done nearly as well as Raging Tomato did. But yeah, I didn't have a dog in the fight between the 2 belligerents. I was shouting out the way the host managed it. And I guess long story short, if somebody's up here, even if somebody I like better is in the basement, I'm not going to let them up unless it's pre-coordinated like that was. But I ramble. So you guys go ahead and ramble now. I'm going to shut up for a minute.
Well, let me squeeze something in here if y'all don't mind. To back what Broken System, Broken Trust just said a little while ago, the only reason I even knew who Kfarr or his channel even was is because he initiated an attack on Tiffany's kids. He,
I
along
see a
with 3
pattern.
others, it was Fraud or Troll,
Yeah.
fell for it. It was all because of Tiffany's ex-husband, William. But Fraud or Troll fell for it. Michael Kaiser ate it up like it was, poop on a candy stick. Because he does eat out of people's buttholes, usually men, probably. And then Kfarr jumped right on because he is no better than Michael Kaiser. The only difference is he probably hasn't committed a murder yet. And it's some idiot that's gone now that nobody ever sees anymore. There's some little twerp called Aztec Ninja or something like that. I don't remember. But that was the ones who were attacking Tiffany's kids. Now, at the time, Tiffany and I were completely ignorant to the YouTube drama. You know what I mean? Like the concept of some kind of division between quote unquote auditor, anti-auditor. I don't even know what, like, I still don't know what that's supposed to mean. But anyway, yeah, they attacked her kids. That's what they did. They attacked her freaking children, you know, and yeah, that got my attention. And the first thing I did was what any logical, sane, protective parental figure would do. And I found out who it was, the real people behind the screen names who were doing it. And we went to the courthouse and we filed appropriate legal action. And in that, you get a little bit of more resources to, you know, like the legal system has some resources to help you learn exactly who these people are. And from there, you can pretty much use, you know, available resources per the internet to dig a little deeper. So I did find out where Kevin's previous employers were, and I did contact them to find out if he has any credibility to his claims on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, he was a jailer, and based on his YouTube demeanor, my guess is that he probably tortured some folks. Well, he probably wouldn't call it torture, but he probably found a sadistic way to fucking torture these folks. I can't prove it because I don't know. So I'll be happy to reach out to you in private. I just wanted to hop in here real quick. I'm going to get off here. I thought you had to leave in 15 minutes there, Finkel, but
I don't know if my co-hosts are going to come up and take over or not. I have to go personally, and I'm currently hosting. I have co-hosts Ario, Muxter, and Killing Time. I have no idea if they're going to come up and take it over or not. But
yeah, Chris, just reach out to me. My email's in my about section. Just email me, bud.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing that information. Just what information I got on him, I'll send to you, and you can do your own research. You know, I don't really want anything to do with these punks. I mean, they're just internet warriors. And
the more you feed them, the more they're going to come around. So I mean, it's kind of tricky. I can't tell anybody what to do. I'm trying to navigate it myself.
Let me stop you. I am way past that concept. I wish people would stop thinking that these cancers are going to go away if you ignore them. These cancers are not going to go away if you ignore them. Like that concept, that ship has sailed, guys. Let me tell you, if they were going to go away from being ignored, they would have left me and Tiffany alone a long time ago. We ignored them for over a year while they persistently attacked our children. They attacked our character. They slandered us. I mean, here's how stupid they are. Michael Kaiser has been saying that I don't have a job since the first time my name came out of his ugly little lying mouth.
It's called projection.
The dude literally played one of my videos, my advertise. I was playing around with a new editing thing before I had a YouTube channel, and I used my business to kind of edit together a little, you know, like music in the background, some photos of the work. I did that on one of my, you know, recent jobs at the time, and this idiot goes on his channel and plays my advertising. And at the time, in the same breath, he's saying, "But Chris doesn't have a job." It's my work on the screen, you know.
Hey, I have a real quick question before I hop down though. Did that Tyrants Beware guy? Did he actually call CPS on Kevin? Does anybody know? I'll ask him. I'll ask him directly if I have the opportunity. I'm just saying because
I don't know, but if he did, I don't even give a shit because, you know, listen, first of all, I also agree that these types of people should not be around children. So, you know, but I also don't agree that CPS is the right agency to make that determination.
I would like to concur with that. In my opinion, from where I'm standing, Bill Meadows, is it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is at least emotionally abusing children. 100%. I'll say that manufacturally. 1 hour and 54 minutes into this stream, Bill Meadows is emotionally abusing children. And who cahoots with him abusing those children is JJ Scarborough. Yes, I said it. JJ Scarborough is in cahoots with emotionally abusing these children. And fraud at Wrangler, also known as Michael Kaiser. Michael Kaiser is involved in other children, like a 12-year-old on his channel that people wanted him to teach the birds and the fucking bees to. I'm
Yep.
pretty fucking pissed off about that,
Fact.
Michael Kaiser. And while I'm on a rant with Michael Kaiser and I only got 10 minutes left, I am going on vacation. And part of my vacation is meeting 2 former Marines who worked with Donald Atwater Cameron. I don't know what's going to come out of this conversation, but Michael Kaiser, I think I will be reporting on that when I come back from my vacation.
And don't forget, Kevin. Kevin has assisted Kaiser in the abuse of children.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and guys, I'm gonna hop down, but I know the one rule in life is that if you want to fuck a situation up even worse than it is, call the government and ask the government for help. You know what I mean? So just keep doing that, folks. Keep getting the government involved in your affairs. Things will work out great. Okay,
well,
I'll leave it on that.
Remember, though, broken system. It is the law. If we want to be law abiding, okay, like you have to. So if you want to be law abiding, the government has the law written. It forces you to use them. It forces you to need them. So
well, that's a whole different conversation for a whole nother day. I got to drop down off here though, but we can pick back up on those sorts of conversations because that's like that's a live stream in itself. But I'll take care, everybody.
Thanks for joining. And as you just saw, anytime you come up on my panel, I am open to you restreaming to your channel. Hell, you can even stream snipe me without coming up on my panel. I have none of this silly, you're stealing my content. This isn't content. This is a discussion. For those content quote creators out there like Michael Kaiser, Kfarr, the only one of them that does have his own content is generally specific. He does cooking and gardening. Those other 2 do not have content. They restream other people's content and they have conversations. And that's all I'm doing here is having conversation, and I don't copyright my conversations with these other gentlemen. I see Ariel is on, and he's one of my moderators.
We have 3 minutes left, so anyone got any last words before Finkel has to go?
Can I ask a favor? Would you consider allowing Good Citizen to come up here in their real name, use his or her real legal name, and just tell me why he or she hates me? I just would like to get a reasonable answer.
We usually don't allow bitter enemies up, but if it's pre-coordinated, if you're asking, if Good Citizen accepts, sure. By the way, who owns the stage of 2 Belligerents is the one who's currently on stage. So Good Citizen, if you'd like to come up and address for public safety, you're more than welcome.
You don't have to show your face on panel, but you need to show your face to us before you come up.
Good point.
Yeah, but I don't understand why. I mean, my name is Chris Ryder. Good Citizen knows that all too well. Good Citizen has no problem attacking me in my private, personal life, not about my YouTube. So I would like for Good Citizen to be a human being's name up here with my name, Chris Ryder. Come up here like a real person, not an internet troll, and talk to me about the allegations that you've made against my family in our personal, private lives.
Now's your chance.
Yeah, so if you don't do it, then forever shut your damn mouth.
That's right.
Something tells me they'll do neither, come up or forever shut their mouth. But the offer's out there if you want to come up. Anybody else, I'm going to have to lean on Ariel. Ariel, do you want to continue this after I leave, or do you want me to
I'll wait maybe 5 minutes or whatever. Okay. We'll see.
Oh my God. So Good Citizen, you think that I'm a public figure because I have a YouTube channel? Your name is on YouTube as Good Citizen. You're a public figure then. If that's what you think, look at the excuse. I only have an iPhone. So what? Use your iPhone, hit the StreamYard link, come up. And
iPhone works. You just have to use
Monster has an iPhone. He comes up sometimes with his iPhone.
Excuses. This just shows these people are pathetic. Good Citizen, you're pathetic. I don't care if you're a 73-year-old woman or a 20-year-old boy. You're pathetic. To attack people's kids and character and slander their positions at work that actually do have jobs, supporting murderers and thieves. You're pathetic. And don't talk about rights. Nobody cares about your comments. You've proven yourself to be worthless in comments.
I'm going to emulate Mr. Generally Specific and say you're welcome.
Yeah, and good
I fought
citizen.
for your right to say stupid shit. Go ahead and say stupid shit.
We don't make money off of this channel either, good citizen. Just letting you know, so you can come up
Good
here freely.
citizens. Good citizens accusing us of being public figures because we're on a panel, I guess.
I wish I thought I cared about what you thought about me. Well, you're always falling for public safety around commenting. Apparently, you care what you.
Not just commenting, literally damaging my character and reputation and slandering me and
You know,
my business.
These people remind me of, you ever seen two cats in the yard like staring each other down? And every now and then they'll pretend like they're bored. They'll lick their paws and they'll kind of look around and they'll quickly look back at the other cat. Yeah, I don't really care about you. I'm just going to follow you around everywhere you go on the internet and trash your name. Yeah.
Well, obviously this is a moron of a human because they don't have any. There's no purpose for the things that they're saying right now. Like it doesn't matter if YouTube has advertisers that decide my channel's worthy of using, and I get money from it. Who cares? It's none of your business.
All the lonely people, where do they all come from?
Oh, that's just them talking crap, Chris. I mean, don't let them get under your
I
skin.
know. I'm just calling them out because it needs to be done. It needs to be done. These people need to be called out. They need to be put in the corner like little babies that they are.
And I bounced that other clown that was going by your name.
Oh, did you? Well, I'm more about getting toe to toe with them at this point, because like I said, pushing them out and running away from them and hiding them is not working. Like they are, consistently causing more and more and more. I mean, you all barely see us on YouTube anymore. We're not even making content right now because, well, there's multiple reasons. But one of those is because of the legal action that we're buried up to our noses in because of these fools.
Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, wonderful name, opines that FPS, don't let these pathetic, lonely people get to you. It shows their lack of character, which reminds me of a song called Eleanor Rigby that sings about all the lonely people. And I just would like to opine before I have to leave. It's 11:58. I have to be out of here by noon. If you are not a Beatles fan, you're wrong. And I'll meet you on the battlefield, whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, everyone have a great day. It's your call, Ariel. Do I click end stream or do I click leave studio?
I don't think that good citizen is going to come up, but
I know they're not. They're making all kinds of excuses not to.
Bye, lonely citizen. That's what we're going to rename you, lonely citizen.
I'm going to rename her Eleanor Rigby.
maybe she'll come back another day when Chris isn't here and we can have a conversation. I don't know.
Have safe travels, old Sergeant. It's I miss being up on panel with you. I haven't been up here for a while. All
right, and damn it, I miss Scotto. You should have come earlier. I would have loved to have Scotto up, but I'm heading out. I'm sorry. I asked, you answered, and I did to you what I did to my girlfriend, Ariel. Do I click on end stream or leave studio?
Yeah. Go ahead and hit that because I can't stay on. I'm going to get myself in trouble.
Okay.
Thanks for having me up, guys.
All right. Broken system, broken trust. I don't know what happens when I click on end stream if your connection ends. I'm not sure, but I'm going to end now. See what happens.
Later.